Welcome! Today we are looking at oral English, focusing on consonants. This is a key topic in your English language exams for SS2. Pay close attention. Let us begin. First, let me explain what consonants are. Consonants are speech sounds produced with some obstruction of the airflow. The obstruction can be complete, partial, or intermittent. English has 24 consonant sounds. They are classified by three features: place of articulation, manner of articulation, and voicing. Place of articulation is where in the vocal tract the obstruction occurs. Manner of articulation is how the airflow is obstructed. Voicing is whether the vocal cords vibrate. Voiced consonants have vocal cord vibration. You can feel it by touching your throat. Voiceless consonants have no vibration. Understanding consonants is essential for correct pronunciation. In your oral English exam, you will be asked to identify consonant sounds, distinguish between voiced and voiceless pairs, and transcribe words phonetically. Now let me explain the place of articulation. Bilabial consonants are produced with both lips. Examples: P, voiceless; B, voiced; M, voiced. Labiodental consonants are produced with the lower lip and upper teeth. Examples: F, voiceless; V, voiced. Dental consonants are produced with the tongue tip against the upper teeth. Examples: theta, voiceless, as in think; the, voiced, as in this. Alveolar consonants are produced with the tongue tip against the alveolar ridge, the bump behind the upper teeth. Examples: T, voiceless; D, voiced; S, voiceless; Z, voiced; N, voiced; L, voiced. Post-alveolar consonants are produced with the tongue just behind the alveolar ridge. Examples: SH, voiceless, as in ship; G, voiced, as in measure; SSH, voiceless, as in chin; J, voiced, as in gin. Palatal consonants are produced with the tongue against the hard palate. Example: J, voiced, as in yes. Velar consonants are produced with the back of the tongue against the soft palate, velum. Examples: K, voiceless; G, voiced; ung, voiced, as in sing. Glottal consonants are produced at the glottis, the space between the vocal cords. Examples: h, voiceless, as in hat, and the glottal stop. Not a phoneme in English, but occurs in some dialects. Now let me explain the manner of articulation. Plosives or stops are produced by completely blocking the airflow, then releasing it. Examples: P, B, T, D, K, G. Fricatives are produced by forcing air through a narrow channel, causing friction. Examples: F, V, theta, V, S, Z, J, H. Affricates are produced by a complete closure, followed by a slow release, combining a plosive and a fricative. Examples: TH, as in chin; G, as in gin. Nasals are produced by lowering the soft palate so that air escapes through the nose. Examples: M, N, ing, ing. Approximants are produced with a narrow passage, but not narrow enough to cause friction. Examples: L, lateral approximant; R, W, J. The lateral approximant, L, allows air to escape around the sides of the tongue. Now let me explain voicing. Voiced consonants are produced with vocal cord vibration. Place your hand on your throat. Say zzz. You should feel vibration. Voiceless consonants have no vibration. Say SSS. You should feel no vibration. Voiced consonants: B, D, G, V, th, z, G, 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 M, N, ing, L, v, Voiceless consonants P, T, K, F, theta, S, sh, t, sh, h. Many consonants come in voiceless pairs. P and B, T and D, K and H, F and F, theta and the, S and S, esh and J, ch and J. The difference is only voicing. The place and manner are the same. Now let me give you practice with consonant pairs. Repeat after me. Pat, bat, pin, bin, cap, cab, t and d. Ten, d, ten, den, time, dime, cat, cad. K and G, came, game, lock, log, pick, pig. F and V, fan, van, safe, save, leaf, leave. Theta and the, thigh, thy, ether, either, mouth, noun, mouth, verb. This pair is difficult. Theta is voiceless, the is voiced, S and Z. Sip, zip, bus, buzz, rice, rise. SH and G. Pressure, pleasure, mission, vision, Asia. G is rare. T and D. Chin, gin, cheap, jeep, batch, badge. Now let me explain the consonant ung. Ing is the velar nasal. It occurs in words like sing, song, long, ring, young. It does not occur at the beginning of words in English. It is often spelled ng. However, ng at the end of a word is usually ing. Finger has ing. Singer has ing only. Compare singer, one who sings, and finger. In some accents, singer has ang and finger has ang. Listen carefully. The sound is also in think, bank, sink, thank. Here it is spelled NK. Actually, NK is NK. The N changes to Angie before K and G. So bank is bank. Long is lung. Longer is lunga. Now let me explain the consonant R. The English R is an approximant. It is produced with the tongue tip near the alveolar ridge but not touching. It is not trilled. In some accents, R is only pronounced before a vowel. In other accents, it is pronounced everywhere. In standard British English, R is pronounced only before a vowel. So car has no R sound. Car engine has an R linking the two words. In American English, R is pronounced everywhere. Be aware of these differences. In your exam, use the standard British pronunciation unless instructed otherwise. Now, let me explain the consonant L. L has two variants. Clear L occurs before vowels. It is produced with the tongue tip on the alveolar ridge. The back of the tongue is low. Dark L occurs before consonants and at the end of words. It is produced with the back of the tongue raised. In light, the L is clear. In milk, the L is dark. In feel, the L is dark. In some accents, dark, L, sounds like W. This is non-standard. Try to pronounce dark L clearly. Now, let me explain common errors with consonants. The first common error is confusing. Theta and the with T and D. Nigerians often pronounce think as tink. This changes the meaning. Practice the dental fricatives. Place your tongue between your teeth. Blow air for theta. Add voice for the. The second common error is confusing sh and j with s and z. Ship should not sound like sip. Measure should not sound like medza. The third common error is confusing ch and g with sh and g. Cheap is not sheep. Jeep is not sheep. The fourth common error is dropping h. Hat should not sound like at. Say h clearly. The fifth common error is pronouncing ing as n or ing. Sing should not be sin or singu. The sixth common error is trilling r. English r is not trilled. It is an approximant. The seventh common error is not distinguishing voiced and voiceless pairs. Pat and bat must sound different. The voicing difference is important. Now let me give you minimal pairs for consonants. P and B, pat, bat, pin, bin, cap, cab, t and d, t, den, time, dime, cat, cad, k and g. Came, game, lock, log, pick, pig. F and V. Fan, van, safe, save, leaf, leave. Theta and the. Thigh, thy, ether, either. Mouth, noun, mouth, verb. S and z. Sip, zip, bus, buzz, rice, rise. Sh and g. Pressure, pleasure, mission, vision, Asia. The first consonant in Asia is G in some accents. Ch and G, chin, gin, cheap, jeep, batch, badge. Pay and F, pin, fin, pan, fan, cap, calf. Not a word. T and theta, tin, thin, tank, thank, bat, bath. D and the. Day, they, den, then, ladder, lather. S and sh, see, seat, sheet, sock, shock. Z and G. Zoo, no common pair, measure, no common pair. B and V. Bet, vet, boat, vote, curb, curve. Practice these pairs until you can hear and produce the difference. A common exam question asks you to identify the consonant sound in a given word. Here is a sample answer strategy. First, say the word aloud. Listen to the sound. Determine the place of articulation. Where is the obstruction? Determine the manner of articulation. How is the air obstructed? Determine if it is voiced or voiceless. Then identify the phonetic symbol. Another exam question asks you to distinguish between voiced and voiceless consonants. Here is your answer strategy. Place your hand on your throat. Say the consonant sound. If you feel vibration, it is voiced. If you feel no vibration, it is voiceless. You can also listen. Voiced consonants have a buzzing quality. Voiceless consonants have a hissing or popping quality. Another exam question asks you to transcribe a word phonetically. Here is your answer strategy. First, break the word into syllables. Identify the stressed syllable. Write the phonetic symbols for each sound. Use the chart of consonant and vowel symbols. Remember to use ung for ng sounds, theta and the for dh sounds, sh for sh, g for z, j for sh, for j for y. Be careful with silent letters. In right, the W is silent. In no, the K is silent. In comb, the B is silent. In castle, the T is silent. In him, the N is silent. In doubt, the B is silent. In island, the S is silent. In knife, the K is silent. In psychology, the P is silent. In whistle, the teat is silent. No, the T is pronounced. Actually, whistle has a T sound. Be careful. Let me give you a quick summary. Consonants are produced with obstruction of airflow. English has 24 consonant sounds. They are classified by place of articulation, bilabial, labiodental, dental, alveolar, postalveolar, palatal, velar, glottal, manner of articulation, plosive, fricative, affricate, nasal, approximant, and voicing, voiced or voiceless. Many consonants come in voiced, voiceless pairs. Practice minimal pairs to distinguish similar sounds. Common errors include confusing theta and the with T and D, confusing sh and j with S and z, dropping h, and not distinguishing voicing. Practice transcription. Keep reviewing. Keep practicing. See you in the next topic.